So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. And now it's offering us power if we're willing to evolve.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You wish to consult me?
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Excuse me, I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me, too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
You'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
I do not understand why the matrons, patriarchs of the city do not open their gates to the refugees. I was not suggesting they be allowed to roam free. They should be put to work. The city needs laborers and fodder to protect it. I am suggesting they be fed and sheltered, and that they work in return. Call it whatever you wish. Perhaps you think it would be better for them to starve or be slaughtered here, while the citizens hide behind their walls.
One foot in front of the other.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have everything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Think about it.
Never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception.
All the refugees.
As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Cleaning, cooking, construction. The possibilities are endless.
Where else to go, you heartless sod?
What do
It's
you
not
get out
my problem now, is it?
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arfur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
This is my home. I may pride myself on my philanthropy, but I draw the line at being a halfway house.
This man's indignant demeanor barely masks a seething anxiety. There's more to this situation than he's letting on.
Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's any of your concern. You don't exactly look desperate for gold, but I can't help but admire such solid business acumen. Very well. Get the job done, and you'll be paid and be in my good graces.
Do you think you're clever coming in and undercutting us, sweetheart? We were about to make a bit of extra cash before you butted in. You owe the guild a cut.
Is the little dog trying to intimidate us? If it continues to bark, I will snap its neck.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
I think you're overestimating your abilities somewhat. But I haven't got time for this. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
All's well that ends well, eh? I'm sure the Guild will be in touch with any concerns. But you said you'd get rid of them, and I believed you. Well, with Zenobia and the others gone, I don't suppose you'll take no for an answer. All right, they can stay. Are you happy now? Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do. A room can wait. After what you've put me through, I need a drink.
You're going to hire all the refugees. Just like that.
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you. I am. It's been days since my family slept under a roof. So thank you.
To threaten us. To threaten the children. Cinta was trembling.
She'll be all right.
It's curious.
Learn to stay silent to avoid causing trouble.
Couple turns should do it.
Fine. I better be careful not to trigger that thing.
your desire.
Fine. Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
What to do?
I doubt a bear this size went down without a fight.
You need my expertise. A trap. As if we are a horde of dumb-footed dwerg.
All right. What now?
In your name. A trap. As if we are a horde of dumb-footed dwerg.
Let's get going. Can't keep me out.
Might be worth checking Arfur's donations. Looks like his generosity's compromised.
An ordinary lamp. Not a trace of magic on it.
Our enemies still draw breath.
Mind never quiet.
I hope this is important. For your sake. Fine. An ordinary lamp, not a trace of magic on it.
Ready and willing.
Bah! A lamp without a jinny is like a sphinx without a riddle. Always a disappointment.
It's only a lamp. What more was I expecting?
Marching towards the city?
Better to be within its walls than without, Martha. At least here we stand a chance. I was sure we were about to be evicted.
I don't think the children could cope being homeless again.
Right tool will do the trick. Might be useful.
I don't like being cooped up.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
You're coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens.
I took you for one of them for a moment. The refugees, that is. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack. Dignity. These wretches have nowhere to call home, nothing to live off but what they carry. and nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course. Me? I lighten their load. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items, even cremation urns. Alas, you can't eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold. Difficult to get a good day's trade done when I'm expected to keep watch for Shadowheart at the same time. Who knows when she'll finally turn up? There is an enterprise within the city that I help to support. I know I said I wasn't given to charity, but this place is dear to my heart. I'd tell you more, but they value discretion above all. As do I. You're like a dog with a bone, aren't you? Perhaps you are cannier than I first gave credit to be. I have some very special wares reserved for exclusive clientele, but I think you've earned a peek. just a merchant. At least look at what's on offer before you embarrass yourself. Trade secrets. But I can guarantee you that nothing I have to offer was stolen. It was all given happily and willingly. Every last item.
You've a particular way with words, Gale. Perhaps oration suits you more than battle.
They're not mutually exclusive. The weave is served best with a dash of eloquence.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
What in the hells was that?
For a moment, I thought the city might sink into the Underdark.
Something over there.
Why does it haunt our every step? My! The fates move in strange and scrumptious ways. I am delighted to see you again. After our little interlude at last light, I was worried you'd gone quite mad. Did it? I'm not so sure. I'm not in the city yet, you see. I'd quite like to get inside, but it's difficult to shuffle your way to the top of the queue when you're, well, as big as an ox. But what if I was smaller, more discreet? Maybe then a kind soul might bring me through, right in their little pocket. This day has ended so much better than it started. Now, you don't worry about me. I'll be a good, quiet little apple you can tuck into the corner of your pack, just until we're inside the city walls. Hail, Cyric! I can't wait to get inside.
That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
I don't know. Lunch?
I bet that's where he keeps the valuables.
Donations? very funny. You can make a donation to the refugees, or you can leave. I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying.
Is everything all right, man up next door? Sir?
There's been a report of dangerous contraband in the donations, and we're going to check it out. You were right. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe. You try and find whoever is responsible for this. Toys trapped to injure children. It's a bomb.
Am I?
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore. Didn't you? Figured we only got the scraps you didn't have the strength to carry. Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look. Stay away from... We need a place to hide any good stuff we find.
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
Then you one of them could be a fight for the afternoon. It's up there and we're down here.
One of our red-capped cleaners. What are you calling this? Well, he threw a rock at me and said...
Costumes don't drool, Dad.
Remind them that this is our city. And don't take kindly to parasites.
Trumpets and bobs from Danthalon's dancing acts.
I have
My dad
secured
said
the
I'm
most
not
excellent
allowed.
supply of potions. We were being started clearing out and we were angry.
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Those machines can form a circle around the upper city as soon as we fight it. Mark my words.
Orders are orders. We've got ours.
Page material.
I need you to step back.
There must be something.
That will make a great headline.
Something over there.
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get... Ah, there you are. Good. We need to strategize. Wulbrin is planning something. Lots of moving parts. I'm still trying to suss the details myself. I am. I knew him rash, but this is unspeakable. Speak to him. Help him see sense. Someone has to.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the Weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the Foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barcus. The adults are talking. It's liberation. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are.
That's what I've been saying. There may yet be a peaceful solution.
Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it.
The Foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night.
Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level.
The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
Still in control. Just.
A rune powder bomb? Oh, what the devil has he become? You'll hear no argument on that score. But using rune powder on the Gondians? They are inventors, just like us. Persnickety and self-important, too. But we all have our moments. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Please, speak to them before you do anything. They deserve a chance to plead their case before being blown to pieces, don't you think? I have no secrets from Wulbren. And anyway, my very presence is a thorn in his side. I'd rather continue to prick his conscience than to be silently complicit in an atrocity. That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later. And only if absolutely necessary.
pinch of this, a dash of that.
Like baking a cake.
Now you've spoken to the big man. Good to see you. Never thought I'd meet you again, let alone fight on the same side. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive, and that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point. I made it clear there was nothing between us, and after a while she finally got the message. Now we can both focus on what's actually important. Taking out the Gondians. I overheard you're going to be helping us fight the good fight. Knew I would have regretted blowing you up. Better get on with it then. Wulbren wouldn't have put his trust in you for nothing.
It stopped. But it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it? There's something underneath the city, inside the rock. But when I ask the stone why it shakes, it only screams. I want to go home.
Gonna help us clear those watchers from the streets? You're joking, right? That thing's one of a kind. Don't screw this up.
Fascinating. Aren't you... I knew there was a story here, and there you are, the hero of the hour, walking right up to me. The name's Lens, reporter with the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. Care to do a quick interview? I'm here looking for my next angle. It's all the same. Oppression, famine, death. I need something new. Someone like you. It won't take more than 2 moments of your time. If you play your cards right, this could make the cover. I just need some extra details. So, you've arrived at Baldur's Gate. What's brought you here at a time like this? Everybody needs a rest from time to time. Even seasoned adventurers like yourself. I imagine you've a need to let off some steam after your recent adventures in the shadow-cursed lands. My sources tell me you recently vanquished the fearsome General Ketheric Thorm. How did you manage that? I'm a journalist. It's my job to know everything. Unfortunately, the version I heard was light on the details. So what did you do to Ketheric? So you were forced to kill him? What a tragic story. Unfortunately, absolutists rarely seem interested in compromise. The cult's threat is far from extinguished. What's your plan of attack? Liar.
Look at it. Come crawling home, hands stained with the Bone Lord's soot. And you carry his stone. Your purpose is clear as welts on an infant's skin. You come for our nether stones next. I could end it now. But I'll be patient. Father will see us together again. He will see you bleed.
So, Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
While she lives, Orin will continue to terrorize us, and soon she will make good on her threats. She thinks we are weak, afraid, vulnerable. We need to prove her wrong.
Orin, Skvar, burn away the shadows she hides in, tear off her mask, and you'd reveal her for what she is, a shivering child.
Orin toys with us where she could destroy us. Whatever her motivations, I hope she reveals them quickly.